What's good, guys? It's your boy Tough, back for another workout, and I've started to include a lot more calisthenics and other aspects of or approaches to exercise within my workouts or around them too. So it's not just weight training and busting weights, because I've been doing that for 7 years straight, and I'm not getting bored by any means, but I realize there's so much more to offer, or should I say avenues to take or explore, or even benefits to obtain as well when exploring different avenues. Okay, so calisthenics, I'm just getting back into it. I thought, why not explore that, because I'm already doing my cardio. All right, now let me just clarify a few things, guys. Exercise C style 1 or exercise C style 2 just simply means, the C means calisthenics. All right, so exercise calisthenics 1 and calisthenics 2, you guys get the point. All right, so what I'm doing here before I train back for the second time this week is experimenting with different types of pull-ups. So as you can see, started off with the muscle ups, supersetted with pull-ups, and then some typewriters, as you can see here, supersetted again with pull-ups. I'm just trying different forms of I don't know if you want to call them pull-ups or bar tricks, whatever you guys want to call them, to develop my game on the bar. All right, because I want to do some crazy shit in the near future alongside the mass. I want to kind of turn into an anomaly and have the mass and do certain things like this that usually smaller people do. So yeah, that's definitely one of the goals, to be an absolute true Saiyan. So as you can see here, these are called clockworks. All right, so these are hard to do. Again, with calisthenics, everything looks so much easier than it actually is. It's that constant tension across the muscles involved that really test you with calisthenics. All right, so it's a different challenge. Now this one is great. Clapping pull-ups, explosive, working on explosive power. Lat pull downs massively help with this one. So if you want to get better at maybe some certain calisthenic movements like muscle ups and this one here, clapping pull-ups, get good at the lat pull down machine. Okay, so get good at the explosive reps, maybe with heavy weight, or maybe even the controlled reps too. Dabble with both, but use weight that's more so in accordance to your actual body weight, that measures up to that, or work up to that. So when you get to the bar to do these calisthenics exercises, you've got that, you know, fuel in the tank to pull your weight, because you've done that on the lat pull down in a more controlled environment. Also, guys, the AMRAP is an abbreviation for as many reps as possible, just to make sure that's clear. Alright, guys, so for free weights, I started off with the well, why not, lat pull downs. After all those pull-ups, why not hit some lat pull downs, right? So work up to a heavy working set. That's just a weight that's really challenging for me, which I set a number. So today it was on this video it was 10 reps, and then I'll hit that maybe 3 to 4 sets. Okay, then immediately after we do a drop set. So it's all about heavy weight, stimulating the muscle, exposing it to that heavy weight not just once but over and over again, hence the repeated sets, and then a drop set to add more volume, because 10 reps, you know, it's great, but I want to get that stupid stimulation and breakdown of the muscle, so I incorporate that extra volume. And also with the drop sets, with every drop, I try and go to failure. I don't really set a number, because that makes the intensity a whole lot better and doesn't apply a subliminal or subconscious limitation set when I do set a number with the drop set sets, because I'm just trying to exhaust the muscle at this point. So setting a number, in my opinion, is pretty pointless. Now this, guys, is one of my favorite exercises for developing the back. It works on the thickness of the lats, more so the lower region of the lats. So I'll definitely prescribe this if you're trying to build the back. Now with this, I do a pyramid set. So I go as heavy as I can do for the reps I set myself. So for example, if I set 10 reps, I've set 10 reps in this exercise, I'll keep going heavier and heavier until I can no longer get 10. As soon as I hit that challenging weight, I might stay there for 2 to 3 sets, and then I do a drop set, okay? And I drop maybe 3 times. But also my drop sets, what I've changed now is that I rest a little bit in between each drop. I don't just drop straight away. Why? Because it helps my effectiveness executing the next weight that I drop to, especially on that exercise. So try that approach, guys. Alright, another great exercise for developing and flaring out those lats. So if you're trying to grow and develop the lats, you gotta smash this exercise, guys. With this one, make sure you're placed in the right position. So you might see in this video that I you know, kind of move slightly to the left or to the right, and that's more so to make sure I get an even distribution of the weights to my lats. Okay, so with this exercise, don't just go through the motions and expect it to hurt. Make sure you're positioned correctly. So before you even do the reps, make sure you feel the tension in the desired area before contracting, because this is a funny one and you got to be placed correctly. All right, and as you can see, guys, I'm not completely raising my arms right above my head. I go high enough to stimulate my lats, but then not really any higher, because from this angle it's a little strange to go too high, because then my deltoids get too much engagement. Another great tip with this one, guys, is I would say not to go too heavy with this. Focus on the stimulation. Yes, keep going heavier until the engagement and stimulation gets a little bit knocked and shaky. Then maybe maintain that weight and try and maintain the posture, because if you go too heavy with this, you'll notice that other areas of the body start to feel the tension rather than the lats. So you may start to feel it in your triceps a little bit, maybe too much in your delts, because these assisting, or even in your chest slightly, because these assisting muscles start to get a bit too fatigued due to the heavy weight and excess weight and the excess reps. So make sure the weight is in good moderation, or should I say in alignment with your goal. All right, so if you're trying to stimulate and develop the lats, don't go too heavy with this exercise. Man, I love this exercise for developing the back, the dumbbell single arm bent over row. All right, so one great tip I'll give to you guys is to make sure that rear leg that's on the floor is quite far back. Give your arm space to maneuver to allow you to fully stretch and fully contract. Make sure you keep the elbow close to the torso, as close as possible, to make sure you hit the lat, and in turn making every single rep count, because you guys should know when it comes to developing the body, developing the physique, I've been doing this for 7 years now. Every rep it does count when it comes to your working sets, the heavy weight, so you can't be wasting them with reps that are a bit shaky at 40%. Make sure you're executing properly. So, dumbbell shrugs on back day. Why the hell would I do that? Hey man, the traps are part of the back. Let's not be like, the traps aren't the only thing that's next to your neck. The traps go right down the back. As you can see, the mid traps and upper traps as I contract is on my posterior part of my body, the back. So if I develop them, the back looks a lot better aesthetically, guys. Don't neglect your traps, okay? So I do them twice a week. Once on, you know, shoulder day, really heavy, and then on this day, on back days, more so for reps or whatever reps I can really get out. I'll try and maintain that number, okay? And the best way to execute these, guys, is to make sure you fully lengthen the traps, let them feel the tension, feel the pain, and then shrug up. Fully lengthen them, not do these half shrugs, and you'll see a lot better development. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. Hopefully I've encouraged some of you to try different avenues of fitness alongside the resistance/weight training. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe, and I'm out.